Hey guys, welcome to the March 2020 update of the 93-gallon Skimmerless Acropora dominant aquarium. This is going to be a little different than previous videos. I'm just going to do a quick from the front shot of the tank and just give you any updates on any equipment, which in this case there has not been any changes since the January or February update. The only changes have been I have sold a couple pieces of acros. So my PC Rainbow has been sold, as well as one of the large teal deepwater acros. The last change is, if you notice in the bottom left, my Oregon tort is temporarily there for now. I noticed that it had lost a bit of flesh. Now, it's been fighting with the rainbow loom for a long time, and I think it's finally kind of succumbed a little bit. So all that being said, those are the changes. I'm pretty excited because I got this new piece of equipment. This is an Avast Marine Porthole.
All right. So as you can see here, this is the view through the Avast Marine Porthole. We don't have to worry about the lights anymore, so I have all the lights on. This includes the T5 lighting, and you can see in this front area it's way brighter. And with the T5 lighting, it's not just ATI Blue Plus, I do have a few other bulbs, and in general it is definitely whiter than LEDs, and I find with Acropora I much prefer to see them under a whiter light, just because a lot of them don't have that fluorescence that a lot of LPS do. My camera is corrected for white balance. However, based on what I can see on the screen, this is very close to the colors you would see in real life. If you were here sitting watching the tank, these are the colors that you would see. So as you can see here, I do have some frag plugs here, and I think most of them are spoken for. And anything that's on like a 2-inch tile or disc and larger, those are pieces that I'm growing out. So I've taken some pictures, I've posted them on Instagram. If you guys want to follow me there, if you aren't already, my Instagram is the Reefer YT. That's all one word, the Reefer YT. That's the letters Y and T. So here's a rainbow loom. He's coloring up really nicely, and yeah, you can see, very nice growth tips. And here is the Reef Raft Godzilla. So ever since I've moved it not very far, but he's closer towards the middle of the tank. So he's getting some of the highest par in my tank, and it used to be a much darker green, but ever since it's under this higher light, it's really lightened up. Here is the pink lemonade. It really does look like this, except the polyps in this video look a bit purpley. So in real life, they look much more pink. And then we got the red Diablo, which looks a lot like a PC Rainbow. So to the left here, you can see this is a Miyagi tort. I believe this is a really common piece, quite a good grower, and beginner friendly. So you can see in the top left and to the right, those branches, that is more of the new growth, and I had it lower, so it was getting less light, and I think it was kind of fading out. Ever since I've moved it up, I can see it coloring up. It's a very nice piece. If you can get your hands on it at a good price, I would recommend it. Or if you're just starting out in SPS. Over here is the back of the tank. So this part it's blocked a little bit by the power heads, but you can see there was a fox flame and then a bonsai, and now we're kind of focusing on the right side. It's kind of like a lime green stylo. I am up for trading or selling that if you're local and you're interested. Middle top is the Pinky Dinky Millipora. I got it from Marshall's Crazy Corals, which doesn't exist anymore. I think it's switched to Shoreline. The longer I have this piece, the more I love it. And you can see now I'm excited to get it under like super highlight and to see how it responds, but it's growing really well and the coloration is awesome. In the middle of the picture here, we've got, it was sold to me as a bubblegum Milli, and I believe it had STM. So parts of it looked like it was dead, and I've been waiting for it to die. I've had it for this piece around 3 months. But recently, I would say within the last month, I've really noticed other colors look like green or yellow, and it looks like, you know, this piece might actually survive. And to the right there is a rainbow Milli. When I got it, it was like bluey purple. Not really rainbow, but ever since I've moved it here, I've noticed that I'm noticing greens and stuff, and it does look more rainbowy, as well as the polyp extension's getting better. So I think this is a piece that just needs more time to develop in the tank. Large green piece is my Elkhorn Monty. Really good grower, beginner friendly, doesn't kill anything. Everything kills the Elkhorn Monty. And then here we have a fruit splash. You'll notice that, well, the skin is kind of rainbowy, different coloration, and the polyps as well. So it's a wonderful piece. I think it originally came from Candy Corals. Yeah, I picked it up off of somebody on the coast. And here is my yellowy, well, I would say it's more yellow, but in some lights it could be lime green. A very nice tenuous. I've grown it out for about 1.5 years. It's not a fast grower, but it looks like it's doing very well, and I think it's close to like really taking off. So here's some other tenuises. You know, I like the tenuises. I haven't actually seen them in other people's tanks in person. Here I have the electric flamingo tenuis, and then here's my Angry Birds, and that's Reef Angry Birds. It's, you know, the coloration, it's a little disappointing, but I think it just needs time to acclimate to my tank parameters. It needs time to grow. So I'm not saying it's bad. I think it just needs time. So here's a shot of, I just call it my hairy acro. Yeah, when I got this guy, he was nothing special, but I was looking for acros with really great polyp extension, and it's not normal to me for to see an acro that's not a Milli or even like a spathulata that has great polyp extension. I don't know what species this is, but to me it really looks like it could be the same species as Marvin the Martian. So skin is like a pale blue color, and it's got green polyps, and I think the polyps are still changing color and developing, so they could become brighter. Like, they have brightened up a lot, and we'll have to see where this piece goes. I haven't fragged it yet. I've had some people ask me about it. You know, I do hold this piece dear to my heart, just because the person who sold me the frag, I mean, he just wasn't very interested in it. He didn't think very much of it, whereas I thought that it may have had potential, so it is dear to me. And over here we have, in the bottom left, the Sunset Montipora. This is an encrusting Monty, and I just want you guys to know, because I've watched other videos, and one other YouTuber led me astray by saying that the encrusting Monties are great for filling space while your acros are growing. That is BS. I think I have one encrusting Monty that's not very strong, but the Sunset Monty, I have a Mystic Monty, Rainbow Monty. These are all encrusters, super strong. If you buy them, pre-plan, like have a plan ahead to know where you're going to put them, because they will grow fast and they will encrust out and over your acros, and they'll beat your acros, so just be careful. Next piece we have the CB, so Cornbread Maleficent. It's losing its red. I don't think it's getting enough light. I'm pretty sure that's why. But that being said, it is growing fast. It's encrusting out super fast. I've had this guy for 2 months. Or, yeah, I think now is about 2 months. So, he encrusted down. He's doing very well. Over to the right, so in the middle here, we have Frag Garage Purple Indica. And if you know what an indica is, I think it's called that because as this piece grows out, the middle is supposed to get like a really nice strong green, and then it's going to have a bunch of like purple growth, purple branches. Very excited about this piece. Next, this was sold to me as a cookies and cream. Hasn't done well in my tank, really slow grower. Yeah, not much to be said about that guy. And then we have the Pumpkin Milli. So it does look a bit orangey. In this tank, it's almost like a kind of yellowy orange, kind of like skin tone. I think its color is probably going to develop further, I hope. But good grower. But middle here is a no-name blue tenuous that I had grown out and then it RTN'd because of my GFO mistake. And then we have a Killer Bee, pale skin with yellow highlighted coralites and then a dark red polyps. It looks beautiful. I can't wait for it to grow into a large colony. And then we have the Hellfire Milli. It's supposed to be a reddish orange skin with green polyps. It's kind of lost its coloration, and its polyps have not extended as much as when I first got it. And then here we have a Sunset Milli. It had good polyp extension before, but I swear it's even better now. Like, just look at it. You can't even see the skin. That's phenomenal. Here's a Candy Corals Orange Sherbet. It's one of those pieces that fluoresces, and both the skin and the polyps will fluoresce. The skin's like a very nice bright pink, and then the polyps are a orange. So this is a Hawkins Echinata, and yeah, it does look teal in this picture, but it's more of a bluey teal, and you can see like its growth, it's much more blue than teal. It's growing pretty fast now, so I've had it for about 3 months. We'll see where it's at in another month. And then here we have my Orange Passion. I've had that for like 8 or 9 months. It's growing slow. Okay, so here's one of the pieces super excited about. This is a JF Jolt Tenuous, and you can kind of see like there is some multicolor there. I'm a sucker for blue, and yeah, it's really nice blue. I can't wait for it to grow bigger and for it to hopefully show a lot more color. But I'm excited with what I see now. Like, I'm pretty excited. Reef Raft Pink Cadillac. I think well, I can't really call it classic, but it's been around for many years. And I'm really surprised that some vendors, or I think most vendors, still sell it for such a high price. This is a coral that grows exceptionally well. In my experience, is very hardy. And when you combine those two factors together, I don't think it should be selling as high for as high a price as it still does. That being said, really beautiful piece. You got pink skin, kind of yellowy white corallites, and then blue polyps. In this video, they look kind of purpley. So yeah, bluey purple, but yeah, if you can get this piece at a reasonable price, I would highly recommend it. Doesn't seem to take very much to color it up. Like, it seems to color up okay. This was sold to me as a mystery Milli. Just, it looks like a pink Milli. Nice pink. We'll see if anything else develops, but yeah, its polyps are coming out more. And then, yeah, here's a sad one. Reef Raft Wildfire does not do well for me. And then over here we have one of the other pieces super excited about. This is a Vivid's Confetti. And I've been waiting for it to color up, and you can kind of see if you look right in the middle there, I do see a bit of orange coming through. So when that piece grows out, it's supposed to have like a green body, and yellow should be in there as well. And so far it seems like a good grower. It's growing pretty well in my tank. It's been in my tank for about 2 months. We have WWC yellow tips. I really love this piece, love the colors. It seems really hardy, and I'm pretty sure it's related to the green slimer. So really same species, easy to take care of. You know, if you can get one, you're just getting into SPS, that's a piece I would recommend. And then here is a green dragon. I've had this piece for 3 months. Although, yeah, I mean, there's so many dragons now, but different species than a red dragon. It seems more related to an Echinata or Caroliana. Over here we have a pearlberry style acro. So I've had this piece for I think 8 or 9 months, and when I first, I mean, you know, for the last little while I've been concerned that, you know, maybe this really isn't a pearlberry style acro. But finally I'm seeing growth tips that have that pearlberry style coloration. So really happy. If you look right in the middle there, that's an ORA pearlberry. And the difference between that and the previous pearlberry is that its corallites are much further apart. Alright guys, so hey, if you made it out to this point, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out. And I hope you guys have enjoyed much more this underwater view instead of what I've been showing you guys before. So all that being said, you know, thanks again for watching it. Thumbs up if you liked it, subs if you loved it. I'll see you guys next time.